Bert Oliva's Mastermind Circle.
Welcome back to another Mastermind session. Yeah. How you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing great. We're getting closer to the holidays. We are in the holidays. We're getting closer to Christmas and New Year's Eve. And so I want to get you guys prepared. I want to get you guys ready. There's a lot of things that people want to do for next year because they didn't do so well this year, or their goals didn't get accomplished, or they didn't complete their goals, or all these things. What I want to tell you, first of all, I'm going to give you some tools today on how to become a little healthier, have better health in your life overall. However, these tools that I give you are not for any type of moment or any moment in time. It's actually for you to do it for the rest of your life. You figure out what works for you, what's going to be better for you and your family to get you to that, awesomeness place that you want to go to. And just work it and feel it out and use some of these tools and see the ones that work for you. And also next week, we have a special session. And then I'm going to end the year with a bang. We're going to talk about good things next week. And it'll probably be a little longer than today. So it's going to be short, one of the power sessions, 30 minutes, give you all the information I can. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask Valerie. She's here running the show behind the scenes. So you ask Valerie to ask a question. I would love to have live questions. It's been a while. I know that a lot of you are driving. I know a lot of you are listening in different hotel rooms because you're traveling. I know how it works. I know how it is. See, but that's what makes the difference. Those are the people that really want to change their life drastically. They really want to work on themselves. Those are the people that will do whatever it takes and not look for excuses. For example, right now I'm off for the past week, and this week and the following week or 2 more weeks. Actually, I'm off for the entire month right now. And when I say I'm off, it's because I don't have to travel. I'm going to spend time with my family. However, you guys are my family, and I love what it is that I do here. And I'm going to make it a point to be here, as long as I'm able to. And that's what it's all about. Perfect practice makes perfect, not practice makes perfect. You got to work the practice, figure it out, and then do it over and over again. And eventually your results will be amazing. Anyways, I just wanted to come here and say hi before we get started. For all the new people that don't know who the hell I am, my name is Bert Oliva, and I've been doing this for over 22 years. And we're going to go ahead and play a quick video that tells you not only who I am, what is it that we do, and what this mastermind is all about. And for those of you that are members already, I really want to thank you for taking your time out, especially in these busy holiday seasons, and spending quality time with me. It's just a short period of time, but we both get empowered and we learn from each other. So again, you guys are ready? If you're ready, I want you guys to raise your hands. Make sure there's a button on the bottom that says raise your hands. This lets me know that you're there and I'm not talking to myself. So raise your hand, ready to go to the next step. Good. Okay, so here we go.
Bert Oliva is an international orator. He speaks around the world about his experiences and teaches humanology, the scientific study of human potential. He has enchanted audiences all over the world, showing them the power of mind over matter.
He's one of the most talented speakers out here, and I highly recommend him to any type of.
The more prepared you are, the luckier you'll be.
He is the world-renowned authority on leadership and human behavior.
Mr. Bert Oliva.
Bert Oliva!
He's considered the voice of inspiration and motivation. Today, he'll pass his knowledge on to all of us.
For over 2 decades, Bert Oliva has touched the lives of hundreds of thousands of people. Bert has a dedicated social media following and an impressive online influence few possess, enabling him to communicate with audiences he has touched near and far.
I think he's one of the greatest motivators out there.
The thing I love about Bert is he's on stage and he gives his heart every single time.
He has developed many programs, recorded audio CDs, and written books, all of which to help those ranging from individuals to corporate and Fortune 500 companies. He has dedicated his life to speaking all over the globe and met some of the most influential and powerful people in the world.
Okay, let's go.
He has also coached highly successful business executives and politicians.
Normally seen as impossible.
I believed it and I did it.
An infectious motivator.
So get ready to learn tools that will help you tap into your potential.
Pay attention, this is real stuff.
Get ready to have an experience you won't soon forget. please help me welcome Bert Oliva.
All right, welcome back. First of all, I'm going to ask you a question. I want to ask you a few questions, and I want you to be honest with yourself. When you guys show up early and you see that intro, and those of you that I'm talking to are the members, do you actually participate when we get to the core values? And I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I do, and I even say it to myself, and I'll look at it, and I own that core value. In fact, one thing that I would recommend that you do is when you see it next time, take a screenshot of it and just look at it and own it, because this is what we're all about. We're a community here. And I want to make sure that the more you get involved at anything that it is that you do in life, the more you will succeed. Success doesn't come overnight. It comes over time. The time that you're doing things over and over again and making sure that you're perfecting it every single time until you finally master it. Does that make sense? Well, today we want to talk about 7 ways to a better you. And with that being said, how healthy are your habits? How healthy are your habits? And I want you to be honest with yourself at this precise moment. I'm going to give you 7 tools, 7 techniques that you should look into and realize maybe I need to do 4 out of those 7, or maybe I need to do all 7, or maybe I just need to do 1. Why wait to New Year's Eve to do your New Year's resolution, and then 5 days, 7 days later, you just give up? If you do these steps, these can be steps that you can do for the rest of your life. And then you can add that extensive, hard, heavy load workout, whatever it is, training that you have planned for the New Year's. And if it doesn't happen, you still have this to fall back on. And this is something that's going to keep you healthy for the most part. So if you guys want to know what they are, raise your hands. I want to make sure you guys are here with me. Okay, good. I love when you guys participate. I don't feel like I'm talking to myself. Even though I would be talking to myself anyway, because crazy people succeed. All right, here we go. First thing, healthy. Well, a person's mental and or physical condition. That's really what health is all about, is their mental and or physical condition. At what level is your mental and physical condition at? And I want you to start thinking about some of these things. Here we go. Number 1, we need 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night to be at peak. Now, this may not be for everyone. I have a student, which is a great friend of mine, Scott. You guys are going to meet him. We're going to interview him at the beginning of the year. And he only sleeps like 2 hours a night. And he'll tell you why. There's certain people that are programmed that way, and that's okay. But he also has his limits. He'll know when he actually needs to get a little more rest. So for the average person, for myself, I need at least 7. I could do 6 to 9 hours of sleep a night, and I'm pretty well set up for the day. And I'm pretty well. I'm going to be really alert. I'm going to be excited. I'm going to be ready to take on that day. So when I miss out some of that, especially in my travels and I'm going to time changes and all this other stuff, I usually have to take a nap to make sure I can make up those hours. And, lately I've been having issues breathing. And I didn't know this because at night I think I breathe perfectly, but I did a sleep study. So one of the things you can do is go out and do a sleep study. As we get older, sometimes depending if we gain weight or, for whatever health reasons, because I work out 5 days a week. I do 3 days muscle fitness and then 2 days cardio. And I've been doing it now for a while. And at the end of the day, even though with all the exercise, I still was having problems sleeping. And I wasn't getting, REM sleep and, getting into the deep sleep that I needed to actually produce. And I started forgetting things. My mind just wasn't working the same. That's how important sleep is. So what I did was I did a sleep study. And then after I did my sleep study, they gave me this little machine that makes me look like Darth Vader. And at first I thought, I was like, man, I felt like I was doing something wrong. I'm weak. I'm falling apart. I'm getting old. All these things go through your mind. But you know what? I realized, I did research and found out that some football players use it. Some basketball players use it. It's like something that a lot of people in this country don't know, actually around the world, they don't know that they have a sleep issue. And once they start fixing that, man, you'll be surprised how much better you're doing. At least after 5 or 7 days of using the equipment, I felt better. And then now it's something that I do all the time. I even travel with my little machine. And the reason I share that with you is because I want to be as transparent as possible to let you know that, look, at the end of the day, you guys that are following me or my fans or friends, you see me traveling the world, you see me doing all these tours, you see me doing all these great things. And that takes a toll on your body, on your mental stress and your physical stress. And at the end of the day, you got to do little things. And this is one of the things that I had to go find out, realize that I needed it. I started applying it, and it's actually been something positive in my life. So if you're having issues sleeping, just give it a shot. Do a sleep study. They'll let you know. Maybe you won't need the machine, but they'll make sure that you get what you need in order for you to have a good night rest. And you don't have to take medication. There's a lot of over-counter medication like melatonin and bilirubin, and those are hormones and things that we normally have. But as we start aging, we start losing some of that. So there's ways of getting some things to get you more sleep the right way without having to take a pill that'll knock you out and then you won't wake up right the next day. All right, number two, make your goals 30 minutes of activity 5 days a week. Basically what I'm saying here is go outside, exercise. Now, like I said, I'll go out and when I started a while back, because I need to get back in shape, one of the things I did was I would just walk. I would just walk maybe around the block one time. And then I ended up doing twice around the block. Then I started doing 2 miles at a time. Then I started walking with a fast pace. You build up. As you build up your tolerance, you start building up. Now I actually go to the gym. I'm there 45 minutes to an hour lifting heavy weights. And then when I go in for cardio, I do the same thing. I'm in cardio 45 minutes. And then lately we purchased bikes for the entire BOWA team. And what we do is we go bike riding on the day I have to do cardio. So just anything that gets you outside so you can actually start exercising, taking in some fresh air and circulating your blood and oxygen through your body will help you so much. So again, you don't have to start with something incredibly crazy. You can start with something as simple as even walking around in your living room. You know, and it doesn't matter if people make fun of you. They're going to make fun of you anyway. But you know what? 6 months later, you're like, man, look at this. You know, it's okay. You just make sure that you do it because you're doing it for yourself. Remember, you're the most important person in the world. If you can't help yourself, how do you plan to help your family, your children, your grandchildren, your friends? You can't help people. You got to be in peak state. And these are some of the tools you need to do. You guys want to know number 3? If you do, you got to raise your hand. I want to make sure you guys are paying attention. Number 3, here goes number 3. Number 3, being outdoors improves mood and self-esteem and boosts our ego, our creativity and focus. Wow. Let me try that one again. Being outdoors improves moods and self-esteem and boosts our creativity and focus. Valerie's cracking up and driving me crazy over here. Anyways, go outdoors. You know, you don't have to go outdoors and get a full suntan and put on the baby oil and all that stuff. Just go outdoors for 5 or 10 minutes, especially now that we're going into the winter season, and some of you are already in the winter season, and you don't have sun all the time. You have it for moments in the day, and that's perfect. Go out in that one moment of the day and catch some rays. You know, you're gonna get vitamin D. You're gonna be able to, actually vitamin D will help you a lot with being able to do with your mind, being able to function better. So go out there, get some sun, do whatever it is you have to do a little bit, at least a couple times a week, and you'll be surprised how much that makes you feel better and become a healthier you. Number 4, good posture is linked to increased confidence and better memory and more energy and more and more and more. There's so much that comes with having a good posture. See, if I was in front of you right now and I'll be slouching and I'll be like, well, you know, guys, you know, today we're going to talk about 7 tools that's going to change. It wouldn't work. So normally I always sit up straight and you walk around straight. In fact, I'll get on a phone call and I'll stand up and walk around as I'm making the phone call. You know, move. As you move, your world is going to move. You know, it's amazing. So, you know, and a lot of times you are doing some of these things. And I just want to make sure that if you are, just confirmation sometimes is better than learning something new. So maybe, you know, you check these out. But the ones that you haven't done in a while, maybe you can start doing them now. Don't wait till New Year's Eve to start. Start tomorrow. First thing, in fact, start tonight by having a good night's sleep. So making sure that you stand up straight, sit up straight, take deep breaths, exhale, all that helps. And you'll be surprised. If you make a phone call, you're doing a deal, you're making a phone call, you're coaching someone. If you're in this state, you're going to do so much better than if you were in this state. Does that make sense? If it makes sense, you got to raise your hand. So I want to make sure you guys are with me. So that's just some of the stuff I'm telling you. And these are small little tools. I'm telling you, it's nothing drastic. But let me rephrase it. They're small little tools that will create drastic changes in your life. That's guaranteed. Number 5, smiling releases endorphins, which make you feel happier and less stress. Let's try this. You ready? Come on now. You see, some of you laugh at me doing it. And it's hard to go ahead and be sad, angry, upset if you smile. Give it a smile. You may look like a fool for a moment, but let me tell you, if I do this long enough, I know some of you are laughing. You're laughing at me or laughing with me. But that's what's important. If you smile, I get on a phone call, I always have a big smile. If I'm going into a situation, I usually, and this is crazy, it's a situation that I don't want to be in, I'll go ahead and do a smirk, do a smile before I go into it, and I will address it differently than if I didn't go in with a smile. So if you smile, you'll stay alive. You'll have more. You'll be more vibrant. Your endorphins kick in. You'll be happier. So let me see a smile. Everyone here in the studio actually are doing it, and they're messing with me. So I know if they're doing it, I know you guys are doing it too. Anyways, raise your hands. Let's keep going to number 6. You guys ready for number 6? All right, number 6, water. Water helps to maintain our balance of body fluids and so much more. We've always heard that you got to drink 8 cups of water. And depending on your size, like for myself, I need 10 cups of water. However, start with 1 cup. Some people will go the entire day, drink 32 ounces of soda pop or whatever, and not drink water. They'll drink coffee. That's not water. Anything that has color in it is not water. You want it clear. And let me rephrase that, because 7-Up is not water either. So you don't want to do soda pops. Liquid going through your body doesn't mean it's water. It has to be water. So if anything, what I've done is I have 2 cups. I have a cup that I go to sleep with that has almost 32 ounces of water in it, and I'll drink that. And you'd be surprised how many times you're really hungry, but you're not. Because when you drink water, it'll take away your hunger pains. So a lot of times your back hurts, and you're like, man, I don't know why my back hurts. You're dehydrated. Believe it or not, these are just amazing symptoms. My muscle hurts. They're lacking water. I'm cramping up. You're lacking water. The potassium and other things, but basically water. Water is like a miracle drug, and we have it and we don't use it. So what I recommend, yes, do the 8 cups of water, but let's be realistic. If you haven't been drinking water in the past several months and you've been drinking soda pops and all this other stuff, then just start with 1 cup a day. And then day 2, do 2 cups. Or maybe go for a week with 1 cup, and then week 2. You do it at a slower pace, because what you want to do is you want to get to that next level and stay there. You don't want to fluctuate. And then you eventually will end up doing, 8 cups of water and then some more. And then next thing you know, you're awesome. Number 7, skipping meals drastically affects your energy levels. Now, a lot of times, depending on your busy schedule, it's for those of you that travel. What we do, and I make sure they always do this for me. They pack me in my backpacks or my luggage, whatever. They'll pack me up with some snacks for me to take, depending where I'm going. So that way, at least every 2 to 3 hours, I'll snack on something. And a lot of times we get caught up, and I know people, and we've done it too, that will go ahead and have one great meal in the morning and get so busy in a project because we have to make it look good and we have to finish it. Next thing you realize is 8 o'clock at night, you haven't even had dinner. So you'll have 2 meals a day. Some people I know have 1 meal a day. They'll drink coffee in the morning, coffee in the afternoon, and then 1 meal. Try to get your meals in. Try to go ahead. What I tell people is real simple. Let's say you go to Subways, and they're not sponsoring me, by the way. I just have to say that. But let's say you go to Subways, right? You go to Subways, you order a foot long, and you tell them, can you separate it? and you go, oh, you separate yourself. You go ahead and you eat one part of it, and you save the other part for the next 2 hours. Or if you don't want to go that big, you can go 6 inches and then break that up into 2. They'll cut it for you. And you can still have that foot long or that 6-inch sandwich in 2 servings. That's 2 times. Another thing, people don't know what meals are. They think that every time you have to have 5 meals a day. That's really what they tell you to be in great shape, so you can keep your metabolism up. But 5 meals a day, they're like, what do I do? Do I have steak and eggs? And no, 5 meals can be as simple as you eat an apple. You start off your metabolism. You go ahead and get a banana. You start off your metabolism. So you don't have to have a full meal per se. Just make sure that you ingest some type of food, healthy food preferably, every 3 hours. And you will see your body and your mind, especially your mind, you see your mind faster than your body change within the next 21 days. So I hope you enjoyed these tools as much as I enjoyed doing them for you, because they're not massive tools. They're great tools. If you have any questions, this is the time you ask Valerie the questions. If not, we're going to call it a night. But let me leave you with this quote. The most powerful relationship you will ever have is the relationship with yourself. And that's really what's important. God gave us this great thing we call our temple, and a lot of people don't take care of it, and then they realize, I'll do it once I have money. And let me tell you, when you have the money, the only way you're going to be able to do it is you're going to have to pay all those medical bills. So the best thing is right now is the best time to take care of your body, so you can have it for a long period of time and enjoy your family and enjoy this life that we all have. So I hope you enjoyed this session as much as I enjoyed creating it for you guys. I don't think I have any questions. We have a question? I think we got a question. But I just wanted to come up with something really short and impactful and simple, because a lot of times people want to get into the health and fitness part of it in the beginning of the year, and then they'll come back and they'll say, wow, it's so hard. They'll go right into the gym and want to do a 2-hour workout, and they haven't worked out in 6 months. Then they get hurt. Once you get hurt, then you can't work out for another 6 months. So what I tell people, I joke around with it, but it's kind of like this. Day one, go to the gym, look at it. And then go home. And I'll be like, wow, you're crazy. Yeah, because guess what? At least you already conditioned yourself to go to the gym. You drove there. You found your way there. You walked there. You rode a bike there. Day 2, you walk in, you sign up. Day 3, you go in, you already sign up, you do 1 exercise. Day 4, day 5, day 6, you get it. 6 months later, you're in great shape. So you do it a little bit at a time. Don't go from 0 to 100. Nothing that you do you start at 0 to 100, you will succeed at it. You're going to crash, you're going to burn out, or your mind going to get hurt. So that's why I told you these little steps are great. You do them a little bit at a time, and you'll be surprised how much of a better life you'll have. What's the question? A question? Oh, they're coming up. Oh, let me take down the slide. Maggie!
Hello.
How are you?
Good, very good. Thank you
Where
very much.
Miami or you're Mexico?
Mexico.
Oh, when are you guys coming back?
Oh, I hope soon.
So, what's your question?
Yes.
And
I don't have a question. I just want to.
These things, because I know you for a long time, and you really are into like health and fitness and taking care of yourself. So I want to know what your question is, but pretty much, this is something you do all the time.
That's not a question. I just want to say how proud I am of you, all of you. Like, really, you did such a great job. And yes, I am into all these things, but now again, I have to start after 1 month almost being sick.
Yeah, we have to start from little steps at a time. And Maggie, thank you so much. That was so nice coming from you. And we love you, and you're like a major part of our family. I think you got cut off, maybe in Mexico. Oh, you're there?
Yep. Yes, I'm here.
But you see, that's what I wanted to say, because a lot of people always think that, especially if you worked out and you've been in great shape, and then you stop for a while because you got sick or whatever the case is, they want to go right back in it where they left off. And
no way. It's not the way. And also I wanted to say to remember to relax and to have some massage and to have some time for yourself, because this is so important too. Like, it just melts you away. So just make sure that you have this time.
And I know what else I don't forget. Since we went out and we met each other in Europe, And don't forget to get at least one massage a month.
Exactly. It will be great.
Yeah. It's just people don't know that. But I didn't want to bring all that information in. But massages help a lot. I mean, to give you
not only for a body, also for a brain. It's like making an endorphins, and it's so cool. So I really recommend that.
All right, Maggie, thank you so much. I'll see you.
Thank you, and Merry Christmas to everyone. Huh?
Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, guys. Any other questions? All right. Well, see, this is what I'm talking about. I want you guys to get more involved. We have some new things that are going to come up next week. We will be sharing some of those things with you. We're going to change the name of the program. We're going to do the program is actually going to become a program, and we're bringing up not only the interviews but an amazing system. I'm not going to give it all up. I want you guys to be here next week. I want you guys to understand that we're going to give it our all. We're going to take it to the next level. We're going to have great tools coming up and great people that are going to come up to share those tools to change everyone's lives here, to better ourselves as a whole. So just participate. Just stop by and say hi. Sometimes you don't have a question. Look what Maggie did. She's in Mexico. And she just stopped by to tell us how great we were doing and to tell us how much she loves us, and we love her too. And that's what this is all about. This is what Mastermind was created for. So there's a lot of you out there, and I see you every week, and you watch and you listen, and I'm happy for that. And I'm happy that you're here, but I'll be happier if you participate, because that's really where the change starts happening. So I hope you guys are going to have an amazing week. I'll see you guys next week after Christmas. I hope that you were good, so Santa gives you good little gifts. And for those of you that are Jewish, I know you got your 7 gifts. 8 gifts? 8 gifts. 8 gifts. Yeah, because LJ, he's Jewish. But so, happy Hanukkah, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Love you guys. Thank you so much for investing your time with us and being here every week, and looking forward to growing stronger in 2017. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep making it happen. My name is Bert Oliva. Remember to live life and don't let life live you. I will see you next Wednesday.
Register online and join us today for all new live interviews and weekly topics only at themastermindcircle.com.